Good morning and happy Monday. We are ending 2018 here on Monday Morning Messages with a bang. I'm excited you're here. If you're watching and it's not the live button on top, you're watching me on replay. Happy holidays. I'm excited you guys are here. I'm excited you're watching on replay. Hello, Marie. You guys, hello, Shannon. You guys, I'm so glad you're here. We got a great topic today. Danielle, actually Jamie and I'm giving all the cred to Jamie because this was Jamie's. We're sitting here having a conversation and Spirit's having me draw cards and she asked me, she goes, why is everybody sick this time of year? What is going on? Because she's got a job and she's working. I know, Danielle, you caught me live, and it's great because this is a good one to catch me live on. Hopefully we won't have any electrical difficulties, or if anybody comes in. I know, Jackie, the algorithms on Facebook. So yes, I was just talking about Jamie. This is oh, you can't like. It's okay. I know, Marie. Facebook's cutting down on things. That's no good. So yes, this is Jamie's topic, you guys. If you're not banned like some of the viewers here, and you can share this message, and for anybody that may be sick and they're like, okay, they should hear this message, please like and share because you're definitely going to want to hear this. Jamie and I were having a conversation because she's working, and she's like, how do I stay healthy? Everybody's sick. Why is everybody sick this time of the year? And we're like going over all these theories, and it is your topic. Jamie and I were discussing this. I asked her if she wanted to be live with me, but she can't because she's got to work. So, thank you, Marie. Thank you for sharing. So if somebody's like, oh, they're sick and I don't understand why, yeah. And the topic is how to maintain your emotional, whatever. Emotional sanity, spiritually, physically. We got all this going on. And Jamie brought up a good point because she's like, it's all in the stomach, it's all in the head. And I talked about this briefly a little bit, but we're going into, and this is, thank you, Tara, this is going to be the last Monday Morning Messages of 2018. So I'm like, you know what, let's end this full circle with a huge bang. Spirit's going to be here. Hopefully they throw some orbs around, showing that it's been a fantastic year. Let's wrap this up with a good message and get ready for this next year. So, let's begin. Yes. Stress. So when we have these head colds, okay, because they're bringing in my daughter. Thank you. Jamie's like, this is what you said. I'm like, yes. So with children, it's coming to the end of the year. Okay, you say that again. Jamie, guess who's here? Yes, the doctor that I always channel that comes in. Okay, slow down. So he's saying, so the stress begins, okay, yes, it starts with home. So when you think about the stress elevating, what this does is it kicks off sensors, okay, in the body, which raises the level. Okay, there's something to do with blood here, and I'm like not a doctor, so I'm like trying to give me other language. Makes it more susceptible to catch things that are in the air, that are normally in the air, but because the level of our hormones and our emotional stress starts rising, it makes us more susceptible to things, to stuff that goes around. It's funny because he's like, these things are always constantly in the air. They're triggered more. I don't know what that is. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Cecil something, cell something. I don't know, some big medical term. Okay, because I'm like, break this down into different terms. So as you guys know this, the parents in the house, we get stressed out this time of year. Finances, obligations, yes, that we're not wanting to go to. Oh yeah, I know. If it goes, people may have lost their jobs this time of year, so there's all these added stresses. So what happens is everything gets a little heightened in the house, and our children pick these up because they are more emotional, susceptible, and they pick up on things. So they start feeling the stress, and it's like this whole kind of cycle. So the stomach bugs are also triggered off by a whole bunch of stuff that's in the air. But when our emotions start getting triggered, and this kids start feeling these in the stomach, it's a reflection. Ooh, wow! It's a reflection of what's going on, kind of in the house. So yes, you can catch things. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that it's not possible. It's not that you're not catching things. But when you live and you're not centered and saying, okay, I'm really working through not getting overly stressed because I can't fulfill a Christmas wish. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing. See, and even talking about it, I'm starting to feel like aches in my back. Oh, I get it. Yeah, because it emotionally starts and physically starts wearing on you. Okay, so Spirit's saying, you know that when you have these deadlines, you have this something you have to accomplish. You may not have the finances or the time, what that does to your system. Spirit's saying, take a second back and start thinking about how you feel in that moment that there's either a deadline or something that you know that you can't accomplish. What emotional response starts triggering in your, slow down, in your body? As soon as you become aware of that feeling, wow, they go, you've lost your power. You've lost, you've gave it over to the material world. Maintaining your energy, maintaining your self-worth, maintaining your spiritual alignment, maintaining your emotional feeling, and they keep going like this with everyone around you, aligns your physical. Yes, it's the same, I know, the same thing. They're like, I said this to my daughter because she has a huge sweet tooth. I said, you are what you eat, because she hasn't been eating the greatest. And I told her, I said, you are going to get sick. You are going to get sick. And I said, if you do not change what you're eating, because she's not having anything to fight off what she's going. And she's kind of, it's the end of the year, and she's got to make sure all of her assignments are turned in. So I can tell that she's been a little stressed. Okay, so I guess I'm going to give you this example. I didn't think I was going to give this to you, but I guess I am. My son comes home from school, and I get a call from the nurse. And she's like, oh, Bradley's not feeling well. And he had been fighting some tummy stuff. And I said, okay. And I looked at him, and I could tell he was kind of not feeling well, but I could tell he was still pretty okay. And this is also for all the empaths out there. And I said, all right, lay down. And I started doing a healing work on him. And what I did was pull off all this muck from him. And what was funny is it wasn't even him, it was all the kids around him. And I did this healing session, and I know you guys are going to ask if you're picking up on other people, which also drains your energy. This is I know, the domino effect about how you can how block yourself, and also how you can prevent from getting sick, and why it leads to that. And I started pulling all this stuff off him. Good morning, everybody, for clicking on. Thank you for joining. And I started pulling all this and doing this healing. I said, Bradley, I said, this isn't even your sickness. I said, this is everybody else and everybody you're around. And a lot of the moms don't exactly know what I do. And it was very specific directions that they gave me. It was like, he needed some more like salt. Because my son plays soccer, so he exerts a lot. So I knew he needed like the chicken soup or just the broth. And I did this healing and did this whole sweeping and healing and whatever. And pulled a bunch of stuff out of him, gave him that. And he was fine within the next 2 hours. Hello, Shirley, thank you for being here. And the mom called me the next morning. She's like, oh, Bobby's still in bed, like he's, you know, feels like it doesn't feel good. How's Bradley? And I'm like, he's fine. You know, I mean, what do you say? What do you say? So anyway, the point is also understanding, and Jamie asked, putting yourself in a force field. So when you maintain your energy, your field, your emotions trigger junk. Lots of this. I did this when I did my free readings on the Academy on Thursday. I felt when people have emotions, if you have stagnant energy in your exactly, Shannon, in your stomach, let's work through those emotions, because what it does is it lowers and brings down our physical. This is kind of pair and pair. So there's probably a scientific term around it, but I'm not a doctor. I only channel spirit. So don't shoot the messenger. So, maintaining your energy, your alignment, your physical emotions helps you defend against what's going on around. Yes, it's the normal washing your hands, drinking plenty of water. Good morning, Dawn. Eating fruits and vegetables. You eat crap, you're gonna feel like crap. That's all. That's normal. You guys all know that stuff. That's common sense. But to push this a little bit further is clear out your emotional junk. People ask, how do I do that? Talk about it. Release it from your energy field. Yes. You guys all know that there's people around you or that you know of that live in a toxic environment and are negative Nancy's. And you don't want to be around them. You know that. Because what does it do? It makes you feel like crap. So maintaining your energy work, okay, your energy, your alignment, all of it keeps you physically healthy. Also, what you watch, for all the empaths out there, what you watch, even if you're not empathic, it still affects your psyche in multiple ways, and what you listen to. I listen to a lot of spa radio, and it keeps me aligned and centered. So Spirit wants me to pull a fairy card. I'm going to keep channeling as I'm pulling this. So maintaining your physical. You guys, it's funny because I've been working with a doctor and he's all physical and he completely understands and respects the energy part of it, knowing that we're so much more than our physical. And, ooh, okay. All right, this is for a certain individual, I'm assuming. It's funny. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. So knowing that it's just not the physical, it's just not, the emotional, it's all of it. You just can't be like, oh, I work out 24/7 and I go to the gym but I don't work on my emotions. Okay. That's another example. Or I live in spirituality and I don't work out. Hey, that's me. I need to work on my working out. So this is important because somebody just came in, stepped in. It's a female. They asked a question. They're asking for clarification. And I heard your wish is granted. So somebody who has asked for a sign, and so it must have been, okay, because I'm like, somebody asked for a sign. It was like in a meditation or a prayer this morning or last night before bed and said something, something. I'm not doing readings on here. I'm channeling spirit, but it was very important that this message came in. Know that your wish is granted. Okay. So that's a kind of, and there's, you guys, multiple ways to, and I talked about it, I think last Monday morning messages. If you don't feel, oh, yes, chakra healing's great. If you guys don't feel like going out and you feel like your energy is low, stay home. That would be, Denise, yes, that'd be great. And you guys can ask your angels to help you clear your energy field, help you put in a bubble. I did this detox. It's funny because we've been talking about this, yeah, for a couple weeks. We did a clearing, staying in your bubble. Cherie, we'll talk about the tiredness. So staying in your bubble and asking the angels to fill up your bubble. That's kind of maintaining your energy. And a lot of people have been feeling tired. The energies that are coming in are, it's like, I know, because they keep going like a hibernation period. And I'm like, don't mess up my feed when I start talking about this. Because every time I start talking about these energies, my feed goes crazy. They are making people very tired. But what reasons, and I talked about it a lot on my privates and my one-on-one and some of my classes. It helps really integrate these energies that are coming in to help on this new chapter that we're stepping into. And when we are tired or when we're resting, our ego mind shuts off. And when that happens, Spirit can really work with us. So this is why the tiredness is coming in, because Spirit is really wanting us to just kind of relax so they can do kind of this work. So what else do we need to know about maintaining our energy field and our physical? It's funny because they keep pushing me to my essential oils. These are Dr. Foster's, and yes, I am advertising for her because her essential oils are fantastic. She's going to be another guest on my Monday morning messages. I saw her in Sedona, and her essential oils are amazing. And I bought them because I got to sample them, and I've never had anything amazing. So amazing like these. So they keep pulling me to citrus essential oils. So if you feel like you are coming down with something, I would pull the citrus oils. What else are we? Ooh, okay. Next steps. Everybody's asking like what's coming, you know, after we move into this. They go deep alignment and trust is the next phase. Next phase of this journey. So, hold on. So it's half and half here on this video. So people who are really have been working with clearing out their junk, and and moving in deeper. That's definitely where you guys are headed. People who are still going through their stuff. We are always going through their stuff, but people that are kind of new to this, clearing out. It would be really great for you guys to write past traumas, things you're wanting to get rid of, and then yes, of course, burn them, really get those out of your energy, and then yes, taking it a step further, doing like a run or getting active and moving it out of your physical. The other piece of you guys who are been working on your spiritual and working on your clearing and your healing for quite some time, the deep alignment trust is your next state. Slow down. Next journey and the next steps. Okay, and then Spirit is saying to gain this is to, say it again, trust what you're getting in emotional feelings and what you're hearing, okay? I feel like journaling. I feel like a lot of people need to journal until I see you. So whatever that looks like for you, they keep bringing up the journaling. New way, new light. I'm going to pull an angel card, kind of setting everybody off into these next couple weeks. This is for everybody who needs a card, who needs into this next step, this next couple weeks. I'm getting distracted by Spirit. Like really, really heavy. Keep saying put your path in motion. So that's thank you, Jessica. Everybody who is really working on their deep trust. I know somebody just said that's my word. Their deep alignment trust. Really writing your guys' kind of next step into where you're wanting to go, because then as the new year approaches after the 6th, you can really start moving into that. But I really think it's important for you guys to get it on paper. So yes, if there's adjustments that need to be made, if couple weeks, they keep bringing me like journaling, those two, okay. Trust, they keep going, trust in what you're getting, trust in what you're getting, trust in the feelings, trust in the emotions. I knew this was going to come up. Twice. So funny. Jamie, you're going to laugh because now it's in a different card. Okay, so remember how I've been talking this whole time about, man, Spirit's on point. So maintaining the physical, clearing out the junk, and I just said people who've been working on things, still clearing out that stuff. I got past life and I got fire opal. And as we're clearing out our junk, as we're clearing out, I think Marie just talked about the stomach and the solar plex, and clearing out our emotions. You don't always have to understand if it's this life or a past life, or even if you don't believe it, it's the emotional attachments that are still popping up in your head, in your energy, in your emotions. When you review those and clear those, you can fire opal. There's multiple techniques about this fire. Confidence in moving forward, they brought that up, but it's also burning these out of your system. So remember when I just talked about a second ago, Spirit's going to back me up, writing it down and saying, writing down the stuff you want to release and setting on fire? Okay. So I guess there might be a lot of new people here that's to the page, or new stepping into, and even if you guys have done this a couple times, happy Monday, Norma, clearing out your guys' junks here and here. Writing those down. Yes, there's some, somebody just mentioned it earlier, who's needing an energy healing. Yes, you can do a past also energy healing, and it also helps when, yes, the journaling and you guys take action and your part in your healing. Because what happens is, yes, and I talked about this, it's so funny how all the, if you guys haven't seen some of my Monday morning messages starting December, you might want to look back at those, because it's funny how we've talked about this and the rising of the ashes, and when you burn something, it's starting all over. This is kind of where we're going into this 2019. We're ending this 2018, and everybody's talking about maintaining and not getting sick, but this is kind of so many ways on a part of how you maintain your energy field, how you don't get sick, how you yes, be present, stay in the motion. So Jamie's going to back me up with things that she's also channeling and hearing. Go over the stuff that no longer serves you. Opening up the Pandora box. This is what I keep hearing. The emotions that you've stuffed in, that you've put them in a box and you haven't wanted to clear. Open those up. Review them, write them down, burn them, move it, slow down, move them out of your energy field, taking a walk, being physical, having the confidence to move into this next year, and knowing that these emotions, leftover energies, the stagnant energies within your energy field no longer serve you. You guys, a lot of intuitives have been talking about this. A lot of light workers have been talking about this. Way to go, Lisa. 2020 is going to be great. There's lots of new things that are coming. And Spirit is saying so much, you guys, and I'm going to end with this. They want to pull you out of the muck and put you in this new beautiful platform of confidence, of light, and of love. And I'll answer Shannon's question because I think it's a good one. And they say that is old energy, and we're in a new time, and we're in a new, they keep going, divine alignment. Throughout history, we evolve and we change and we grow. And that is where you were, and this is where Spirit is asking you to be. So, when you, Shannon, this is kind of a high-level answer, but a heady, I don't want to say high level, I just want to say heady. When you when you release, see, I'm already jumping to it. Shannon, thank you. Jamie's going to say it for me. They're transmuted, thank you. And there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Spirit's asking you in human form that just release what no longer serves you and trust that Spirit is taking care of the rest. So no, it's not bad for the universe. There's a lot of transmission and transmuting energy healers on the other side that we change these. So there's lots of stuff that we do as light workers and intuitives, but it's also important to fill those up. Okay? So as you heal, you don't want to be left hollow. You want to fill this up with the angels. You want to fill this up with the divine white light. You don't want to feel empty. Okay? Hello, Michelle. Yes. Watch some of my videos if you're definitely needing to clear out. The Monday morning messages have been the same theme. So you guys, if anybody that you know has been, good morning from New Mexico. I'll be there next on Saturday. So if you guys are know of anybody who's really needing to clean out their filter, who's really been just catching everything, and they're like, why do I keep catching everything? Spirit is saying, hey, wake up. We're trying to get your attention. When you're sick in bed and you're not fighting the world, and that's because what Spirit is saying is when you're sick in bed is, you can stop and hear us. You're no longer fighting. We're asking for you to listen and get your attention. That's awesome, Crystal. Sacred Fire Thursday. Way to go. You'll have to tag the information. So instead of being sick in bed, do a meditation and say, I'm listening. I don't have to be sick in bed for you to get my attention. I'm here and I'm listening right now. You guys, thank you so much for the support and the love and the comments and following my page and liking and sharing out and being light workers and spreading the message of light and love. I hope you guys have a super, super duper holiday season. I will be here on Wednesday. We have a new guest on Wednesday, and I'm going to be on the Academy on Thursday. But Monday morning messages will not resume until the new year. So thank you guys. I love you, and we will see everybody Monday with a new guest on Coffee with the Angels. See you Wednesday.